Hi everyone, my name is Vikas Shrivastava. I am a certified assessor and evaluator, and today I am going to tell you how to create online assessment sheet or test paper by using Google Form. Basically, this Google application is used for online survey and online test papers, which mainly created very effective when the test item designs include multiple choice questions. This application not only allowed to design the survey form or question paper but also give a detailed statistical analysis of assessment and evaluation of group as well as the student that I will discuss in later chapters. So let us start creating a simple question paper on Google Doc. So first of all, we'll use Google Form. So the address you have to put is forms.google.com. Enter. Now as I have already created many forms on Google, so you can see my forms and assessments which I have already created. Like here's the assessment, here's the contact information, RSVP, party invites. Then there are certain question papers which I have created for students, like untitled form, untitled forms, you can see over here. And further there are more question papers, the assessment sheets, online assessment sheet, which I have already created earlier. So you can see all this thing. I'm showing you a sample of the question paper which I have designed. Let's see this housekeeping question paper which I have designed using Google Form. So what I used to do whenever I take any lectures or training session, and after taking the training session to check the how the students learn the concept, whether they are able to understand the concept or not, it's very important to immediately check the how much students absorb the knowledge from your lectures. So here you can see, like after day 8 and 9 of housekeeping, I've started taking assessment. So I forward this type of sheet, which you can see how it goes to the student by clicking on this I mark which is here. So the internet speed is little slow, so it's not coming loading. So once you create the Google Form, this question paper on Google Forms, you can find this type of question paper which is still loading. Let's wait. We have to wait for a while. Okay, now you can see the question paper which the students are getting through a link. We usually forward the link to the students. Once you will prepare this question paper, you'll find a link in the setting option. So this is day 8 9. The students appear in my training classes of 8th and 9th day of housekeeping. So what the student have to do, they have to check their name in the name box. So these are the names which are mentioned. I have uploaded all the names over here. Okay, then once the student check their name or choose their name, let's suppose Anshul is the name and his batch is FIVT, so we'll choose FIVT A3. So A3 FIVT is his batch. Now to validate whether it's Anshul or not, I use this option of date of birth. So I had a data where all the students' date of birth is mentioned. So to validate whether Anshul had attempted this question paper or not, the Anshul has to fill the date of birth over here, right? He has to select the date of birth and he will fill the date of birth. Now after going this, these are the question paper. Like question number 1, role of housekeeping department in the hotel. It consists of 5 points. So if the student click on the right option, let's suppose to provide aesthetic environment to the hotel is the right answer. So once he select this, then he definitely score 5 point, but he don't know whether he will score this point or not unless until he will submit, and I will evaluate the complete question papers, which I will check on the evaluation part, okay, in the response section. So once all the 15 questions will be finished by the student to press submit button, then that question paper get submitted here like this. Once they will submit the question paper, so here he can see the score also, view score. Okay, 5 out of 75. Okay, here you can see 5 out of 75 is this overall score. Okay, let's close this. Now we are moving further to for what we are here to create a question paper. So we move back to the home page of Google Doc or Google Forms. Basically you have to put forms over here, forms.google.com, then you will come to this page. If you're having your Google Gmail ID, then you won't need to log in separately. That will reflect by default if your Gmail is logged in. Okay, now I have to create a new form. So we are here, what we are going to do is just press here on the plus button, create new form. See on the lower right hand side corner, here I press the blank plus button. Here the blank form has appeared. Press on the blank form. Okay, here we get a untitled form. Okay, now here in untitled form, here we have to put the purpose of the question paper, for what I have created this. So untitled form we have selected. So let's suppose a general knowledge question paper, GENE, general knowledge, KNOWLEDGE, knowledge question paper. So first of all, we have to ensure the participant name who is going to attempt the examination question paper. So in the question number 1, we usually write name of candidate, here what I usually prefer candidate spelling check. Okay, here what I usually do, if you have a set number of student and you having the database of the student's name, so better you have to select Dropbox. Why Dropbox is important? Because if you put multiple choice option, then let's suppose there are 50 students, then the whole page will reflect the name of all 50 students. But in Dropbox, only one box will be there, and when you will click on this arrow down, you will find a list of all the students, and as soon as the student will check his name, that will reflect over there. So here what you have to do, you have to simply select this, and let's suppose I have to select the name of the students over here. I have to write down the name of the students. Now here what I will do, let Franklin having around a lot of 150 students, so I select the student's name from the list of the students. Let's suppose this is a attendance sheet where I have a list of students. So from this Excel sheet only I select these number of students, right, and copy, and I paste it over here. Control C, Control V. Now all 21 names here I get, right? So it's very easy to select the name from the database and paste it over here. Copy paste. Now move to the second question. For moving to the second question, what you have to do, you have to press here the plus button. Now here we have to select the batch of the students. So BATCH, batch of the student. So batch could be now again here you have to select multiple choice, checkbox, dropbox. So drop down is the best option. We go for the drop down again, and in drop down we select UG, let's suppose undergraduate students, and PG. We having two batch, so it's completed. Now we move further to the question papers, which we have selected multiple choice. So already multiple choice is reflecting over here by default. So let's suppose question number 1, name of PM of India. Now we have to give the options here, but here we will select multiple choice because all 4 choice should be visible. So option 1 we have put NS Singh, Narendra Modi, Lalu Yadav, or we can say Akhilesh Yadav. Okay, once we selected these 4 options, now here we have to mention that required section. This is mandatory. If we won't select mandatory, then this question you can skip, but we will select required section. And also whenever we are selecting these, we are giving option of name, candidate name over here. Here also we have to do the same thing. It's a required one, so we have to mention here the required option. Okay, set. Now move further. It's batch required option. Now in question number 1 we have to give certain marks to the student, right, for these questions. So what we have to do here, now click here. Now go to the section based on answers. No, we are not supposed to select this. We have to ensure the marks. So for this marks we have to again go to the setting option, and in quizzes put it, make it quiz. Now release grade immediately after each submission, no, later after manual review. So here the candidate can see his evaluation immediately, but we have to avoid this thing. We have to select later. Response can see mixed question, no. Correct answers, no. Further, point value, yes. Save. Now here the point value we have to put, right? 0 point is written, so point value we have to assign over here answer key, and a point value we have to select 1 2 3 4 5, right? And we have to select the right answer also, and we have to do done. Now if you review it, then you'll find how you have created your general knowledge test paper. Okay, I don't know from where I get this email ID. Okay, it's all right. Name of candidate, here you have to select the name of candidate. Okay, yes, email ID option is there. I'm going to tell you why it is there. Whenever only the person whom I am forwarded this link, he has to appear this, then individual responses are recorded through email ID, and that is very authentic one. But I usually avoid this email address option. I'm going to tell you later. Now move further. We have name of candidates. See, the name of candidates is mentioned over here. Let's suppose the name of candidate is Archana Kushwaha, then the student is UG, and he has to give the answer, she has to give the answer name of the PM of India. So option 1 is Narendra Modi, submit. Okay, now here unless until he won't put the email ID, his question paper will not submit it. Okay, close this preview. Now come here again, in setting option, when we select general, here it is written collect the email address, unselect it. Okay, respondent can edit the response, no. Can see the summary chart and text responses, yes, this we can mention. And if it is written to one response only, then again the sign in is required. Okay, presentation include not very much. Show the progress bar, yes, you can mention this progress bar. And in quizzes, okay, everything is okay. Okay, save. So this is how sample I've prepared, sample video prepared just to test how effectively I have designed this video. Thank you very much.